Hello, we are live. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I'm Rebekah. You can call me Bex, and we are live again here on my BEXLIFE Facebook page at 11:11 a.m. Eastern, as I am going to make every attempt to do every Monday through Thursday. And the really good videos are the ones that I like and that I think that are important. I'm also going to share on my YouTube channel. As you come in, I would love if you could show me the international sign that you love joining me here online live by throwing up the paws up emoji. That's the two little hands. Like ding. The little hands. Throw those up in the comments so I can say hello to you and tell me where you're from and tell me what's good today. Share some good news about you. I love, love, love your comments. I read every one. I respond to as many as I can. Hello, Cindy. Welcome, Bernice. Hey, what's going on, Patrick? So I'm going to start today's broadcast with a very short story about Stephen Colbert and Oprah Winfrey. I was going down the YouTube rabbit hole yesterday, and I was watching commencement speeches for Harvard and Stanford, which is something that I like to do to motivate myself. I watched Oprah Winfrey's commencement speech at Harvard, and then also Mark Zuckerberg's at Harvard and Steve Jobs at Stanford. And then I linked over to a video of Oprah on Stephen Colbert, and he asked her about making New Year's resolutions. And she said that she no longer makes resolutions because one year she asked to have more courage, or she was determined to be more courageous. And all these things happened to her that forced her to be more courageous. So she's like, now every year I'm just saying I'm good, and God, whatever you have in store for me, I will accept, but that's about it. She's not calling in any special challenges. And it made me laugh, but then it also reminded me that we're always calling things in for ourselves, good and bad, positive and negative, and I always put quotations around those words because they're opinion words, they're judgment words, and it really takes away from the wholeness that is the experience of life to separate our opinions into little boxes. But yeah, I really love that. And it happened today for me. I've been having a conversation on my Instagram. Hey, Sophia, thank you for saying get well soon. Yes, I'm still sick. I'm still in my kind of like hanging out in the house pajamas. Hello, Rosa. Hello, Thomas. Hey, Crystal. Thank you for the pause up. So I've been having a conversation on my Instagram about spirituality and politics and love and light and collective shame and revealing what is dark. And just to wrap it up for you, my opinion on the matter is that me, as a person who wants to be or has a desire to be a leader in this world, and who wants to show people my life and have them, be inspired by it or motivated by it or just to learn from it. I also have to say that I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to change your mind, and I'm not here to make you feel good. And that's the title of today's broadcast. I don't want to change your mind. I want to show you my experience and share my experience so that you can learn from it, examine it, be curious about it, compare it to your situation, have a deeper understanding for what someone else might be going through, have a deeper understanding for a different perspective. It's also why I don't only share my experiences here on my platform. It's why I bring other people in. I don't have a desire or an attachment to changing your mind. I have a certain level of attachment to broadening your perspective, if that makes sense for you. So I kind of got into it with someone yesterday about politics and does it belong in wellness? And I got asked the question very specifically, when talking about wellness, can we just leave politics out of it? And my answer was a very decisive no. Because for this reason. If you are sick and you go to the doctor, let's say you have cancer and you go to the doctor and your doctor says, Don't talk about cancer. That's negative. We're just going to throw some love and light on it. What would you think about that, doctor? And the truth of the matter is, in wellness, in health, physical wellness, and in mental, spiritual, emotional wellness, there is a cancer running through the collective that we need to dig out, look at, examine, ask how it got there, and treat. And if we ignore it, it just grows. Whatever's dark has to be brought to the light. And yes, love and light, love and light, love and light on everything, but only to reveal what's hidden. So, back to Oprah and talking about calling in what you need to hear, what you need to learn. So I had this conversation, and then today, and I was almost moved to tears. I'm not an easy crier, so almost moving me to tears is a big deal. I got a message from an old friend, and this friend revealed a very big secret to me that they had already revealed to their family and friends. But they revealed this very big secret to me. And my first feeling was tremendous gratitude. Now, this friend comes in and out of my life. We sat next to each other in journalism class a long, long time ago. And we've connected on different planes and in different times and spaces throughout the years. It's been a really long time since I was in high school. And this friend has been an important part of big transitions in my life, and I believe that I've been a big part of transition in theirs. So they shared this very big secret with me, and my first reaction was one of tremendous gratitude. I was taken aback and so honored, and all I could say was thank you. Thank you for sharing. And then my next question was, do you have the support that you need? Because I wanted to be that good friend. And what was revealed could be considered dark and scary and have shame attached to it, as all of our secrets can. I have a lot of secrets that felt really dark and scary and shameful to me, and then once revealed and once they had the light shone upon them, they diminished. The fear, the guilt, the shame, the regret, all of that diminished, as dark things do in the light. But I have this tremendous sense of gratitude for this person sharing this story. And the thing about what I do here, why I'm here on this platform, is absolutely to share love and to spread light and to expand consciousness. But I do that, the mechanism, the vehicle through which I do that is shining light on what has been dark in my own life. If I just popped up like, hey everybody, look how happy I am and how perfect my life is, how inclined would you be to want to jump on board with me and be my friend? Because that's intimidating and annoying for someone to be so perfect and happy all the time. You had to know my story and how I got here for you to relate to me. And how I got here was through a lot of struggle and a lot of darkness. Really, 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 really dark stuff that I had to confront. I had to reveal and then confront and break down and understand and approach with curiosity and non-judgment and work through. And I do this process in public. I do it with you, so that I can get to the light. I can get to the other side where I say, I am comfortable and happy with this. That's what I want to inspire you to do. I'm not here to change your mind about anything. I'm here to help you to open up your perspective and your consciousness for yourself, so that all this negative stuff that nobody wants to talk about, that no one wants to bring up because it's too scary or shameful or confrontational, all that stuff can be a non-event. It can be no big deal. That's what I want. For all the dark stuff to be no big deal. Because in truth, you're not alone. Your experience is not unique. that everything that you've felt, everything that you've experienced, someone else has too. And if we keep telling these stories and showing up for each other, it becomes less and less scary. It still hurts. It's still dark. It still changes us, but it doesn't have to be wrong or bad. It doesn't have to make us wrong or bad. Getting to the comments. Okay. Oh, how's everyone doing? Hello, Delilah. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Lima. I don't want to say your name wrong. Bianca. Yeah, I love you guys for showing up. And I want to know from you, I guess the big question is, what do you want from the people that you follow? And I hate that word. I hate that word because I don't want you to follow me. I want you to be next to me, side by side, as a partner in co-inspiration, making this world a better place through shining our lights and revealing what's dark. So what are you looking for when you are following someone, or you click like to, get the stuff that they put out there on the internet and, see their post in your news feed? What are you looking for in terms of relatability or content or stories or tools? Like, what do you need? What do you want from me? And then I'm also asking what you want on a broad scale, even things that I can't deliver, because I always love to bring people to my platform so that they can share their gifts and their tools, because oh my gosh, what Robin Euclid, what Danny J and Jill Coleman, what Mike Perrine, what Rachel D'Alto, what Elizabeth D'Alto, same name, not family, different spellings, what Quentin Venny, what all of these people have brought to BEXLIFE and to you all is something that I could never bring because I'm not them. So I'm always looking to draw in more influence and more resources and more tools and more perspectives so that I can grow along with you side by side as partners in co-inspiration. So I would love to hear from you in the comments what you would like to see more of here from me and my friends. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for your insights and your opinions and your positions and your perspectives that are often very similar to mine, because we're in a tribe here, we're in a crew, and we're, riding the same wavelength of compassion and co-inspiration and love. But I also appreciate the comments that are not my own, as long as they're not hurtful or hateful, or they don't disenfranchise or alienate other people on the platform. For the first time ever, I had to block someone on Instagram because her comments, in my opinion, were not helpful. They were actually hurtful. And that doesn't happen often on my platforms, and I really never block people or remove people from my platform. But when something becomes hurtful, it's not something that's cool with me. But I love conversation, and I love constructive dialogue and debate. So bring it on. It's a lot of fun. And more specifically, I'd love to hear what you think about wellness professionals talking about politics and social injustice and religious persecution and sexism and all of the things that are plaguing our society, our great nation, and the world right now. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on your leaders, the people that you follow, wellness professionals in physical wellness, health and wellness, and then also in spiritual wellness, bringing up these topics. I do not feel like they can be separate from each other. I think that if you are fighting disease, you have to dig up the disease, you have to find it, you have to confront it, you have to treat it, you have to ask yourself why it's there. And I think as a society, we have a current of disease, a cancer running through our collective consciousness that is hurting us so deeply and moving us backward. And it's important to root it out and look at it. That's what I want to do here as a person in spiritual wellness I don't even like dividing it. I think it's a whole thing. Like, I talk about everything on my platform: physical, spiritual, emotional, mental wellness. And it's all one thing because I'm here in this one body doing this life. So Bianca says, agreed, your realness and willingness to speak about the difficult things keeps me here. Thank you, Bianca. I'm glad to have you. And if you ever want to leave, let me know why. Sophie says, I love it when people that I follow, for example, you, present themselves more personally. I love that you show us some bits of your personal life because it feels kind of more real. Feels like you follow friends and not famous people, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we're friends. We're friends. Come over, visit me at the Bliss Inn, say hello, take a workshop. It'll be lots of fun. And yeah, my goal here is to break down any kind of wall or barrier that's between us. It's so interesting. When I first got into this business, I was given the advice that I need to create this illusion of fame and I need to create this separateness so people don't feel too familiar with me, because if they feel too familiar, they'll stop following me and I won't make as much money and people won't pay me as an expert or whatever. And that just felt so wrong to me, to create a separateness where I don't feel it. Like, I feel so connected to you and I want to be your friend and I want to know what's going on with your kids and their little league game, and I want to tell you what's going on with mine. Oh, Summer's sick today. It stinks. I got her sick, I think. But yeah, I don't want that separation. I want us to talk as if we are buds, and because we are. Starlin says, thank you for being real since I've been following you. I love everyone's putting following in quotation marks. You've always been you, sharing the good, the bad, and never hiding. And that is an intentional practice. And I have to tell you that over the years, I have hid some things and they eventually came out because I can't keep things hidden for long. It's just not in my personality. But I have been very fearful about revealing full truths about things, but I've been doing a lot of work and I have been very intentional in the way that I show up in truth. I'm going to talk a lot about this in an upcoming video with Mike Perrine, but it is very intentional how I share my truth. And the reason being because I want to encourage you to feel safe to do the same. So that's it for today. Please keep commenting, especially if you're watching this in replay. I will read your comments and I will like them at least. And I like all the comments. I love every single time people share. I show my appreciation with a like. If you took the time to write it, then I'm going to take the time to like it. And I respond to the ones that I can. And I want you to keep coming back at 11:11 because I want to have better and deeper and more truthful conversations with you here, as we always have, but I want to do it more regularly. And there are some links in the video description that I would love for you to follow. My group coaching, where I teach this work, teach the work that has transformed me, blocktobliss.com, and then also the private Facebook community that I'd love to invite you over to. And I share the Instagram posts and the conversation continues in there. And we just have a really, really great time. And I just want to keep connecting. That's the whole point, is to keep connecting. And when I say point, my goodness, do I sound like I am from South Jersey. I'll see you guys. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. See you back here tomorrow at 11:11 a.m. Eastern. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and watch my videos there too, because it's a lot of fun. See you.
Hi, I'm Rebekah Borucki, founder of BEXLIFE.com and author of You Have 4 Minutes to Change Your Life. Have you always wanted to try meditation, but you didn't know where to start? Are you ready to get all those benefits you've been hearing about, but you're convinced that you don't have time, your head is way too busy, or you're just not spiritual enough? Well, I have some